so perfect weather. I don't know if I should warm up on the rail. Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm warming up on the rail when I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it on the ledge. So this is the ledge we're going to do it on. So barley grind. What is a barley grind? So basically you're doing a front 180, switch Smith.
I started trying the frontside 180 to switch Smith. And Jamie was like, man, if you do that, that would be your ender. And then I just got one.
In my head, I'm thinking it's going to be easier to 180 into that 5.0 or nose grind, whatever it would be, and just keep that foot dipped. Typically, because I pop higher, I'm thinking about keeping just a lazy foot back here and kind of just letting it sag a little bit, right? Typically, if you're doing a 180 switch 50, you're gonna do a clean 180. In this case, I'm thinking about kind of keeping that lazy foot, but we'll see. Oh! So the reason why I like a taller ledge is because I feel like certain tricks grind easier. Shorter little ledge with a higher pop, you tend to ollie too high and then you like sit. Too much weight on your board and then you end up smashing it. Your weight will help you push the board, you know. This first try will kind of tell us a lot. All right, not bad. Oh my gosh. My brain is pretty scattered right now. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think I was actually in that one. I'm still kind of unlocking it, as you would call it. Dang it. I'm kind of trying to cheat, bringing that board in around from like a backboard. Come on. All right, I'm about 6-7 tries in. It's definitely harder than I thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, I actually got it in that one. Oh. Man, in my head, I feel like I'm kind of doing it right, but oh my gosh, so bad. Fast as hell, lean back, and just let her ride. Oh my gosh. All right, homie's trying to kickflip crook right now, so we're equally trying our damnedest today for a new trick. That's what I've been trying to do is I've been filming like first tricks, like actual attempts, to kind of show that you could like start something from scratch and then land it by the end of the day. Yeah. All right, let's see it. See how he does. Ooh, that's good. Oh. Come on. All right, so I just waxed the shit out of my board because I feel like even if I try to aim for my truck, I typically just bonk it or just mess it up too much. I think I'm gonna stick with backboarding, but getting as close as possible so I can cheat it. Let's just see what happens. I'm like thinking out loud, obviously, but I really don't know until after I try it. This board's been pretty worn down where the edges, the grip tape are starting to come off. I'm trying to like 180 and grip it. My foot's kind of sliding. So I'm not making excuses, but I definitely do believe board's getting soggy. The biggest thing is, dude, I'm just not fully rotating into the truck, hitting for the Smith, but watching the video, which obviously you guys have seen multiple times, it's just nowhere close. I mean, I'm 180ing and I'm just hitting all board. So as much as I'd like to try to cheat and pulling it in for the Smith, it's too much. It's one thing if your wheel is like this far away. My left 180 shoulder inside, I guess, I don't know, will have to dip more to get that full rotation in, but I think that's the main thing right now is I need to get full more rotation. So oh my. So before front 180, I kind of like just let that front foot linger, kind of like typical, but to really get that extra rotation in, starting to think to have this front foot really tuck in underneath me. I mean, that's really what's been pulling that boarded. So we'll try that again. Okay, feeling good, feeling good. I don't think I need to go faster. Initially I thought I do for the slide, but dude, a regular Smith grind that I do, I'm going sometimes even hella slow. It's the weight on your foot that you're able to just sit on and grind through it. It's just getting in and shifting your weight. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to feel it now. Little different momentum or vibe. So definitely learned the backboard part and then pulling that foot in. I thought I was doing, now I'm actually doing. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that was it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I think I figured it out. I'm not gonna say shit until I land it. Fuck. Damn. Good luck, dude. Stoked for you. Yeah, likewise. Oh my God. What's helping a lot more, making it easier, is your weight cannot be 50-50, like front and back, because you'll just stop immediately. Leaning the hell back helps pull that board in, right? Because it's kind of like a front 360, you're leaning back. So we're getting there. Landed a super sketchy one. Now we just gotta not stay on this side, because that's what's making my body like lean over when I land. Just gotta lean back and stay on top of the ledge. Oh my God, see what I mean? If I'm leaning it all this way, as soon as I get out, my board's going over here and I'm leaning back. I need to be 180ing and for sure back, like I'm saying 100 times, but on top of the ledge so that when I land, you know, no weight on other side. Thank Jesus. All right, we are back at the house for the immediate response or reaction. I don't know. Gonna shugu the damage that was done today, so I don't forget tomorrow, whenever that day is again that I skate, because that is the worst when you're about to go skate and you forget to shugu, and that's impossible to dry in time. And again, and also, sorry for the crappy area of filming. This is what it looks like when you run a daddy daycare. So we have a moment of no chaos. But yeah, so the barley grind. Well, the barley grind wasn't terrible. You know, when you're in the moment of learning a new trick and you try consistently for about an hour, which looking back, I started probably 10:15ish, 10:20, and total time when I finished was 11:30. So really on paper, it wasn't that bad. But it just shows you that when you want to learn a new trick, and you don't stop trying, you actually do process of elimination of what you're doing wrong. And again, as I always preach, go through what you're filming, see what you're doing wrong for yourself, and then make those adjustments. But yeah, I mean, that was an hour. So literally, I landed a new trick today within an hour of filming, and there we go. What I kind of found that worked for me, the most important thing was weight distribution. Now that's probably pretty obvious when it comes to Smith grinds, or even feebles, I suppose, is leaning the hell back. And again, Smith grinds themselves are one of my favorite tricks to do. And that's just something I wasn't, I guess, aware that I wasn't doing enough of, doing the 180 to the Smith grind, switch Smith, whatever. I would try to cheat and do that backboard that I'd see a lot of people recommend doing. And I kept thinking I was doing it right, smacking it in, and then trying to pull that board into the Smith grind. But then I watched the video, and dude, I was doing like a 90, like directly backboard slide. So obviously there was something wrong. Rewatched the video, and my weight on my board was still pretty much even, you know, over it, left and right foot. So there's no way that I was going to be able to pull that truck in to a Smith grind, switch Smith, and keep sliding. Like, it's just not going to happen. But as soon as I was able to lean all the weight back, anytime I landed into a backboard for a second, it was so much easier to pull that truck in and then start grinding. So two main takeaways was weight distribution, lean the hell back. And secondly, which I haven't really discussed much, was anytime you land in that backboard slide like I was doing, if you really want to make that truck pull in more, that front foot, imagine extending your foot, right? I don't even know if you can see my foot right now, but imagine when you do a front 180, your feet are typically sitting in a chair, right? They're like square, whatever. But imagine that extra extension with your foot tucking in more. That's what'll pull that truck in a lot. So lean the hell back, pull that foot in, and you can almost finish that 180 on the ledge. Remember, not a ledge, obviously not a rail, but yeah, as long as your weight's back, you can really pull that foot in, you'll complete it. And lastly, I should not forget, which the last couple tries you noticed, when I would land switch, that was probably one of the hardest parts, to be honest, was immediately I would kind of like swing my arms. I just couldn't land switch. I couldn't hold it. Yeah, because switch is uncomfortable, right? You're not typically landing switch and super relaxed, you know. But it was also because if a ledge is like this and my weight, I don't know how I could explain this right. If my weight is anything over here, as soon as I land, if my board is landing still parallel with the ledge, but my weight's way too far over, I'm just not going to meet it, right? It's not natural stance to be like hanging on. So once you would get that 180 onto the grind and you're about to come off the ledge, you really have to make sure your eyes are looking square with the ledge, so your whole body is matching it weight-wise, so that when I get off the ledge, I'm kind of just following the board. Again, this is all kind of stuff that is kind of probably obvious. You know, weight distribution, balance, all the things that others might have told you or you've seen online, which is true. That is why, at the end of the day, the biggest thing that helps me is filming. Even if you don't post anything, I'm talking for criticism yourself. I mean, the second you film yourself and rewatch a video, dude, you'll know instantly when you're doing wrong. Because you might be thinking like myself today, yeah, dude, I'm getting into a backboard, I'm pulling it in, I'm not doing it right. No, I watched the video, dude, my board's not pulling it at all, right? So I need to lean more back, help the board complete the rotation, and yeah, things will happen. This one I've never done. Nollie kickflip and switch kickflip, obviously I've done before, just super sloppy, wanted to actually learn them properly. But barley grind, dude, that's insane. That's a trick I've always wanted to do, and I watched a video of Brad Cromer, and it was just, light bulb went off and thought that's the trick. That's the next trick I'll try to learn, and hopefully you guys found it entertaining. Hopefully you learned something too. I mean, if you're trying to learn a trick, hopefully this kind of quickly adjusted some errors that you might have up front. Go out there and maybe learn a new trick. So appreciate you guys having any time watched, and thanks.